Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Goes down, but nothing given. Nuno Mendes. Oh, good read. And it's Messi. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that looks a decent... Mbappe! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Japan finding themselves... Gets his head on it!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Messi. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Over to the right flank. And he's taking no chances there.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Can he finish? Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Threads one in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance here to counter. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And here's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. João Palhinha. And it's João Palhinha. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
And he's got away from him. And the ball's gone astray. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. He won't be happy with that one. João Palhinha. Vietnam are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
Bellingham, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe, and it's De Bruyne. A probing pass. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Rabiot. Tchouaméni. Gently done. It's Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. Tchouaméni. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. The ball has bounced loose now. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Hakimi just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, cracking ball. Messi. Great vision. It's a promising position, and that could well leave a mark.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Bellingham. Nuno Mendes. And it's Mendes. Bellingham. Hakimi calmly anticipates. João Palhinha. Looking for the run. Ronaldo looking to receive it in space. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Tchouaméni does well to get it back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. And again they hit the front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. And that is all they have time for. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Vietnam are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly...
Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now this could be a chance. Backward it goes, and De Bruyne! It's a pretty loose pass. Shot could be on. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Oh, some astute defending there. And it's Messi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for... Big chance! Messi. It's a searching pass. That is good alertness. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nuno Mendes.
This is the time you need that pace.
João Palhinha. Now De Bruyne. And it's Mendes. Referee's given a throw.
Substitution on the field, number 12. Rabiot. Number 20, Messi. Number 22, De Bruyne. Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Strong running down that left flank.
Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Defending in numbers, 10, sharp and
John
uncompromising.
Neves.
Well read,
6,
and the danger is averted.
Number 5,
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Number 11, Vinicius Junior.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caicedo. Elise.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, João Carlinho. Coming on to replace him is number
a promising
15,
build-up.
Partey.
Nice sequence of passes this. That's good vision.
Oh, no joy this time.
Japan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Spread to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Caicedo. It is a corner. Japan have their second corner now. And they've got rid. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And here's Haaland. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Short changes him with that pass.
Elise.
And he's intervened well there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Van Dijk. Nicely spread. Well, he's going to be disappointed with
2
that.
added minutes has been indicated.
And he's managed to get free.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Oh, this is a great position. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's having a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they... And that will be the final act. Vietnam can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. So there we have it, Jim. Games. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, straight into the action. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, this is... goes for a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Dembele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it.
Oh, good effort! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Great vision. Messi receives it in a wide position. Backward it goes. Threads one chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. Tchouaméni, Olise. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there.
Olise! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Chance, surely! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Played out wide. And it's Reinders. And that interception was most necessary. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Messi. He's shifted. And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Reinders. Bellingham. Dembele. Dembele! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, nice touch. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Good ball over the top. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And here's Messi.
Vietnam really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
De Bruyne. Nuno Mendes.
And Hakimi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Just eases him off the ball. Hakimi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. It's Dembele! Oh, screamer! About as smooth as it gets. And Japan are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Japan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's where it came from.
Has been indicated.
Reinders. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Japan have a free kick. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Shoots! Ronaldo! Superb! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he welcomes it in. Bellingham.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Japan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. De Bruyne. Mbappe.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi. Chouameni. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nicely aimed pass. Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Van Dijk. Reinders. Japan are looking to break at pace. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Mbappe. It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Joe Neves. Number 4, Mbappe. Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 22, De Bruyne. Number 20, Messi.
Mbappe.
Coming on the field.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Rabiot. Number 11.
Now it's
Vinicius
Mbappe.
Jr. Number
The most
18,
accurate pass.
Erling Haaland. Number 5.
Saliba.
Well seen,
Matthias
saw that
Cunha.
coming.
Number 6.
Looking for the run.
Olise!
Goal! Japan! And again they hit the front.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
He's having a shot! And a neat finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely...
Great chance! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Substitutions taking place.
Japan making further changes here, and in quick succession. Vietnam leading now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Rabiot. Cunha venturing down the left.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Substitution on the field.
So he's
15,
plotting something before
Partey.
playing it in.
Coming on to replace him is
Goulet.
number 13, Joe Calino.
Oh, that's nice. That's really well manoeuvred.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
This looks promising.
Vietnam nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Vietnam moments now away from seeing this one out. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Dembele looking to add to his goal.
There will be 5
He
minutes
expected
added
better,
time.
and so did he. Can he get it through? Oh, it's Haaland. Shot could be on. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Van Dijk.
5 minutes to add.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's got away. Swings it across. And yes, it's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball. And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Vietnam have surely won it, or so you would think. And that's it. Vietnam have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Haaland, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody,
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And they can counter here. Tchouaméni. Oh, what a ball! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pedri, looking for options for movement. And here's Bellingham. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nicely weighted ball. Vinicius Junior. And he was quick to react. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Pedri. Pedri makes a dash for it. Chips it through. Van Dijk tries to clear. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Pedri. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Deftly away. And here's Bellingham. And a chance! Goal! Japan!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Nuno Mendes is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He'll try from distance! Has a look up and delivers. And that's the keeper's ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rabiot.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Van Dijk. João Palhinha. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now the breakaway. Pedri is onto this. Knocks it into space. Courtois clears. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Haaland.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tchouaméni.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Hakimi. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Haaland. De Bruyne. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No, he's not getting his way this time.
Vietnam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
De Bruyne. He's had a shot! Oh, this looks sharp. Now that's well seen too. Haaland! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass.
Japan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now this could be a chance. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Vietnam trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Substitution in progress.
He slings it in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Played into space. That's been slipped through. It's a goal kick. João Palhinha. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. Olise.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Towering header! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Japan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution on the field.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Looking here to alter the direction of the game.
Junior. Number 22, De Bruyne.
Might be danger here. He's in a great position. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Cunha, going face-to-face with his great rival. And the shot! And a neat finish! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good.
Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Floated through. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Reinders.
Oh, shooting chance! And again!
Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substitution on the field. Number 12.
So we have movement on both
Rabiot.
benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 10, Joe Neves.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's João Palhinha.
Tries one from range! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh no, what has happened here? Hakimi. And that is out of play.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Joe
Caicedo.
Palhinha. Coming on the field is number 15,
Robbie.
Partey.
Now it's Goulart.
Substitution in progress.
Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Reinders. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
It's clean! Goal!
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And the finish! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Vietnam have their second corner now.
Oh, good climb!
And that was very necessary. And it's Van Dijk. Can he get it through? Well read, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here. This might...
Chance, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, Lisa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Japan have their third corner.
And a header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, great leap! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Kane. And there's the shot! And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pedri.
That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Could move up a gear here.
Saliba.
Rabiot. Vinicius Junior. Now it's De Bruyne. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
That's an excellent interception.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Messi. Driving through the middle. And Messi! And the ball's come loose here. And he's there to get it away.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Mendes.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Heading backwards.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Nicely weighted ball. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here.
Nuno Mendes.
He's given it away. And here's Messi. Knocks it into space. Engages and forces him off the ball. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's intervened well there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Little pass back. Vietnam yet to have an attempt on goal. Played out to the left flank, and he's quick to return it. Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Bellingham.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Japan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Vietnam really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Japan! And there is your opener. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Rabiot, Vinicius Junior, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
João Palhinha.
And here's Mbappe, and he's there to clear it.
Japan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
That's a nicely weighted pass.
Vietnam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So no flag here.
Pedri.
And it's Pedri. Chouameni. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Bruyne. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Messi. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
That is a great pick out. He's dealt with that really well. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Volunteers for each block.
Vietnam unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's a...
Vinicius Junior! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. A good play on the left-hand side here. There they go, hunting in packs. De Bruyne! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Well, that pass isn't the best. João Palhinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. De Bruyne, he's got away. Real chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Vietnam still behind thanks to that solitary strike. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Japan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He is through here. João Palhinha. That's a little off target. And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Tries to play it through.
Number 11.
That is
Vinicius
lovely.
Junior. Number 12. Rabiot. Coming on the field. Number
Vietnam
5.
really are going
Matthias
about
Cunha.
things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substitution.
Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. João Neves. And here's Haaland. Messi. Haaland. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can...
That could spell trouble. And he's got the beating of his man. Haaland had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Here's a chance!
And that would have been game, set and match.
Matheus Cunha really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 13.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Coming on the field.
Looking for the... Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and this time surely!
Substitutions
And
taking
he's
place.
really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That has been knocked clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, good finish! Do not write them off! Back they come! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very...
And the shot! Goal! Japan! Into the lead once more. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Japan with the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Yehi. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe.
There will be 3
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target. Matheus Cunha. And the number on the board is 3. Nice looking ball. Van Dijk. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart of a defence who were just getting beaten way too easily on so many occasions. But I think the manager, too, has to take responsibility for his failure to stop the leaks.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.